You are such an asshole!
Hey all, the old captain here at assholeconsulting.com, where you can go and send your questions as long as you have money, blah blah blah, I'm awesome, blah blah blah. Alright, hi Aaron. I enjoy your videos and the honesty you provide to your clients. I have learned a lot of information. I am a 22-year-old black male conservative. I'm currently an underwriting assistant at an insurance company, making $35,000 a year. With overtime, I can make up to $50,000. I can work from home, which comes in handy for me to work on my YouTube videos and books. Oh, good. Okay, you got a little flair for the creative. I have a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. I know this is a dumb degree to obtain. I wish I had met you earlier. Now that I live here in a town, nice town by the way, I have the opportunity to apply to several police departments. The starting pay on average is about $60,000 a year if I apply in the burbs. I have one child. Oh, you done fucked up, kid, didn't you? You done fucked up. You know it, though, too. You sound like, oh, yeah, you know. I'm just going to put a little salt on. Not a ton, because you've known me less and you learned it. And a girlfriend who was also in underwriting. It's so sweet. They're in love. Underwriters in love. Knowing this information, should I pursue a career in law enforcement or stay patient at the insurance company until I can promote one day to head of a security or some sort of underwriter job? Obviously, I would be more in danger in law enforcement, but is it worth it? I'm working leasing a building to open daycare as well. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold on there, Slick. Hold on there, Tex. Daycare. You're working on leasing a building to open a daycare as well. Who's managing that operation? Did you run? Whoa! Can you stop that? Can you stop that? Who's doing the daycare? That requires licensing. That's that. Look, let me explain it to you again. You want as few pieces in your life's machinery as possible. Okay? This is the P-51 versus the Tiger tank in World War II. The P-51 was a simply designed plane. It was great, not just because it was maneuverable and very fast and outmaneuvered other German planes, but economically it was easy to repair, easy to replace, and it had fewer working parts. The Tiger tank, which was no doubt the superior tank of World War II, fucking nerds with dicks this size, don't fucking tell me, wait, is this German tank? And actually, technically, there was a Soviet tank. Shut the fuck up. The Tiger tank, which was the supreme, oh my gosh, it was wonderful, beautiful, it was a mechanical nightmare because it had too many moving and operating parts. It would break down, and when it was rolling, it was great. When it wasn't, it was just a time sink and resource sink. This sounds like your Tiger tank. So, you're not going to be able to do both. Basically, you're doing police department, underwriter, or daycare. And I'm going to say you could choose, normally say choose two. But I would say choose 1.5, because one is going to be a full-time job, the other is going to be a part-time job, and the other one you're just not going to fucking pursue. And I don't know people who got rich doing daycare. That's what fucking unemployable women do, who got their fucking liberal arts degree, and then like realize they don't have a job, and then, oh God, surprise, surprise, who saw this coming? They basically take care of other women's children who also got worthless liberal arts degrees, who then go and like work some job that they have to work, and then they outsource their children. Daycare to the daycare. So I would avoid that. That just sounds like a Tiger tank mechanical nightmare. So I wonder if I should just keep the easier job for flexibility. I'm also open to any other ideas you have for career choice, because I don't really care about passionate career. I just want to make the money to provide for my family and retire early as possible. If you need more detailed information, please let me know. So then we had a couple more email exchanges. You could retire early at the insurance company, but that assumes their pension exists. And then you only have $10,000 in student loans, and it was at $70,000. Bra fucking vo, dude. That is fucking an amazing account. You knock that sucker down 60 grand, and you're only 20 fucking 2. That's good shit right there. And the police, you can work 12-hour shifts. So they probably do what, three 12-hour shifts, and you got 4 days off. Although you're going to be working the dog shift anyway. All right, look, here's the thing, dude. You seem like you got a good career going on at that underwriting thing. And if you like it, cool, and you're more concerned about the money. But Here's why I'm going to vote for the police anyway, is because you only get to do that once. You're going to get old like me, and then they won't take you because you have to be young and in shape. Now, here's the other thing. They may not take you anyway. I just talked to two of my buddies over in California, and it's like you got to go through all these hurdles and hoops, apply, reapply, all this fucking bullshit. So it may be moot. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. You have a benefit being a black man. All right, that's just how it is. They're going to probably bend over backwards a little bit more to hire you out at a police department than a white guy. But that advantage aside, you get awarded points on this point system. That advantage aside, don't hold your breath. I mean, I remember I applied to the Reserve Police Force over in the WBL, and it took them 6 motherfuckers. And this is reserves. I'm not even getting paid. This is like, direct traffic and, walk ladies across the road. There's a parade. I stand there and let people walk. I mean, this is, I don't know. You don't even get mace, I don't think. They just put you in a suit, and then I had to go walk around and help old ladies across the street. It took them 6 fucking months to get back, and they said, "Oh, you've been approved." It's like, fuck you. I've moved on. I can only imagine. Well, I do. I can't imagine. I know all the background checks that you got to go through to actually carry a gun and be a real cop. So I say still go for it because it's only something you can do once. The benefits are likely going to be better. Although at the insurance company, that's pretty good that they got a pension. I investigate how well funded it is. But if you don't get that cop thing, that's all right. That is now that's 50-50. That's to be expected. And all of a sudden they check you. Oh, you got a heart thing. You can't join, and then you're washed out that way. Maybe you have a negligible criminal record, and some people are really finicky about. But anyway, I'd say go become a cop. It's just more interesting work. It's more rewarding. You may like your underwriting job. That's cool, but it's nothing like. I mean, even working security. There's a couple people I saved. Not lives. Well, wait, probably not lives. I don't think I've saved anyone's life, but a couple fights, protected a couple girls. And I get to remember those things. Like, yeah, those rank up there with some of the more important achievements in my life. But we're talking a fucking security guard. You be a cop, you do well a hell of a lot more, especially in a major metro area that you're in. So I think that would just definitely be something that would be more stimulating, rewarding, psychologically rewarding than being an underwriter. You can always go back to doing underwriting. You can't always go back to being a cop because of youth and age. So that's what I would recommend. I would definitely really seriously reevaluate your opening a daycare. Now, that's a whole separate consultation on its own. But I do not like daycare operations because every woman I've seen working those do not seem to be making the money. I do not see them driving Beamers or Mercedes. New ones, I mean, not old ones who they try to fake like they're being rich, and everyone who's rich, who knows what the cost of a new versus a used Beamer knows that you're faking it. I would really, just a little bit of free advice. Go to the library and look up RMA, Risk Management Associates. Your library should have reports on the daycare industry and what you can expect to earn on average, and use that as the forecast of your financial projections. And please, for the love of God, don't tell me you signed that lease. Please do more research on it. If you want, I'll help you before. Because paying a little bit of... That'd be great if currencies were... How many... 500... the nuclear currency. The... it might be worth a little bit of money up front before you go make a horrible mistake, and then you're back up to $70,000 in debt, and at higher interest rates than your student loans. So yeah, cop, keep your underwriting, keep your daytime job. If the cops don't come through, you know what? Underwriting, that's not bad. Think about becoming an actuary. That's good money right there. You might have to go back to school. And you inquired also about boot camp. Yeah, you can do a programming boot camp, especially you said that you learn things online visually. You can teach yourself that stuff. You're an ideal candidate to pursue that as well. But again, you only have so much time during the day. Don't become one of these fucking millennial spazzes that I've had a couple of them now, 3 or 4. One wanted to run a ranch, a program, and go work for Donald Trump and launch nuclear missiles and learn to raise cats and then become a wiener dog farmer all on the weekend. Kind of choose 1.5. So, and triage it. So, apply for the cops, keep your daytime job, cops fall through, I look into programming. I look into programming boot camp or teaching it to yourself before I look at that fucking daycare bullshit. And unless you got an angle on daycare that I don't know about, or like, oh yeah, these women make tons of fucking money. Yeah, just loads, buttloads. I would really reconsider that and go with something a little bit more sure thing. And God almighty, you gotta deal with fucking kids. And they're crying. And they're not yours. And there's lawsuits. Computers don't cry. Code doesn't file lawsuits. Code doesn't shit its pants. You don't have to clean diapers when you code. At all. I don't think in the history of computer programmers, any coder has ever had to change a diaper as part of the job. I'm pretty sure that has never crossed paths. So that's just something I would be thinking about. Anyway, hope that gives you a little bit of an idea, a little point of a direction. But you got plenty of time. You're only 22, so, start pursuing them, knocking them out, figuring out what you can and cannot do. But yeah, you are on the right path. Yeah, nothing wrong with being an underwriter. Consider becoming an actuary. If, look into that. That might be another option. Anyway, best of luck to you. Toodles.